Roots, letting go. Just ease on down. Roots, letting go. Just ease on. Roots, letting go.
Did you collect leaves and jump in leaf piles when you were a kid?
Of course. It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, this is a really cool time of life.
Yeah.
When I was shorter.
Claire was just telling me that you guys did sort of a ritual to ask the creek if you could come in.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was like you stand outside the entrance and then you say, Forrest, can we come in?
And you listen.
And then you listen to see if they say yes or no.
Did it ever say no?
Sometimes it was like, well, okay, I guess so. But I don't think they ever actually said no.
Both of these trees have so many thousands of seed pods ready at any given moment. This is one of the marvels, the magic of the woods. And see how it's all designed to keep going, you know, it's all designed to thrive. Were you guys with me the day that the dog came sliding down?
Yeah.
He started sliding down. And he looked kind of, he kind of freaked out. And we just all stood back and watched. And, like, okay, come back over here, everybody. Give the dog some. And then we did a signal, and we sent one of the team up to see if they could find anybody that was, you know.
You give up?
And then there people found them and stuff. The little doggy didn't know what to do. I guess the creek was happy to see us,
Yeah.
as we were to see her.
Do you guys say goodbye to the creek when you go?
Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you.
I'm going to give you a bouquet for the family.
Thank you for letting us play.
Yeah.
Roots, letting go.
There were already a bunch of people around. And I think, I can't remember who said it, but no, Claire, you definitely have to go to Taekwondo. I looked at Kathy, and Kathy looked at me and said, okay, and we left. And then people went and got, Todd and Michelle next door went and got their chainsaw, and across the street, and Susie came out, and 3 or 4 people had saws, and first thing they did was checked for safety. And then they made sure that the road was clear, got the debris off the side of the road. And then people brought their bins over, started filling them up with what they could. And that was as far as we got that day.
So smooth. So smooth. So smooth. And then the trident, the straggly ones with the funny hats. And the funny hats and the weird sashes across their chest. And all of those appliances. All of those appliances. 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 said, he said, just apply yourself. And you could be like me. You could be like me. You could be like me. James Brown.
Just apply yourself. Just
You
apply
could be like
yourself.
me. You could be like me. You could be like James Brown. That's what James Brown said when he endorsed Nixon and Agnew. That's what James Brown said when he endorsed Nixon and Agnew. James Brown. That's what James Brown. Mr. Dynamite. Mr. Dynamite. Mr. Dynamite.
Bones. I got them bones. I got them bones underneath my skin.
Roots.
You know, the thing about trees, you know, we loved our apple tree, but there it went. We had a tree over here. Well, it was like about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the art room. There were a number of teachers up there together, and there were several other people around. I was standing outside around here somewhere, and we all started to see the tree falling down. I mean, we stood there and watched it. Obviously, the first thing is to get everybody out of the way, right?
Right.
But then there's this complete, compelling feeling of wanting to, you know, see it, be there, stay close to this thing that's happening. And it was like, clearly, that tree had just said goodnight. And it just slowly leaned down. And people were, you know, made phone calls or something. What do you do? You know, tree's gonna come down. It's gonna come down. Some people brace them up, and then after that, this one was about the same age. So I think that decision was made to not have to worry. Okay. Today, Sharon picked me up and we came to the Gardner School. Oh, I know it's the weekend and it should feel like summer, but many things in my life feel out of sync, at least from my historic norm. Lemon, the cat, is sitting on my lap as I write, and she is chewing on my silver tree pendant, licking and pawing, almost clawing me. Very careful not to scratch my skin. She seems to understand what I'm feeling. It is time to bring closure to my teaching life. My injuries and health challenges have led me to being quite apart from the world that I gave a decade to. It is time to initiate my own closure and accept the support of other people in my life. Sharon has offered to film me. I said yes, because it is needed. I trust her, and it's edgy. Shy away from cameras. They stir up sagas of roles and rules, expectations, frozen moments as opposed to flow and freedom and vitality. But over the last year, letting go has been the subtext. And I give thanks to Sharon, Carlton, and Amata for visible and invisible support as I turn the pages in my book of life. The tree's talking to us. The lavender has been here a long time. Hello, butterfly. Oh ho!
Smells good.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good thing. We didn't know how close they were going to build to the edge. And so we were actually saving this for the building to be there, and that decision was made to move it there, which is probably about the amount of sun based on these trees. Whoever made the decision, that was a good decision. I'm gonna go walk inside it.
Okay.
It's one of the first things I ever teach the little guys. How to carry a tool, how to point it down, how to find its place with its family, how to go there. And when you're done, you can walk over and go to the gate. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. The only sounds of, except the traffic off in the distance, are all the baby birds and their mamas watching out for them. The garden looks fantastic. The gardens look fantastic. And the greenhouse, which I have been dreaming in for the school, is over halfway done. Plants and vegetables are in the ground. And you can almost hear the sounds of the children playing in the field.
Where Andy is right now.
Oh, I love the hair.
This way, this way.
Wow. Oh, you're almost as tall as me. I'm right here.
Celebrating the opening of our new garden. It's been amazing this year to watch as this place transformed from what it was into what it is, and it's with a real sense of excitement that I look forward to what you're going to do with it next year, because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing and exactly what we hoped it would be. So thank you for joining us to celebrate. We're going to say thank you to a few people. We're going to hear a little bit about the plans for the garden. We're going to sing a song. I think we're going to release, can I say that? We're going to release some ladybugs too as a celebration. So lots to look forward to. And we're going to start with recognizing a special guest who's here today. Claire Small over there. Claire, so Claire's worked at the school for 13 years. Unfortunately wasn't really able to work with us this year, but she's come back so we can say goodbye to her, but also to celebrate the fact that it was really Claire's voice in my ear from pretty much the time I arrived at the school 8 years ago that led to what you're celebrating today. The idea that you as students need to be more involved in the garden, and that the garden needs to be more involved in our curriculum, and that we need to look at the stewardship of the wetlands, which is the next stage after this, was really what Claire was going at me for 8 years about, and I'm grateful for that, because I think without Claire's nudging and insight, we wouldn't have got to where we are today. So I thank Claire, and I'd like to also dedicate You see over here we have the Baker Shed. That was named after Suzanne Baker, who looked after this garden for a long time, and an ex-parent. And over there in the gathering space is the small bench. It's not actually small, it's really a good size. We are dedicating that after Claire, and it's going to have a trellis. It has a trellis around it. We have some growing plants around it. Very beautiful and a nice gathering space, and a way to remember Claire's work at the school. So we have a small bench, and we have a very big person next to me. We are thanking today, and after we've dismissed all the parents, we're going to have a little final gift and thank you to Claire. So thanks, Claire, and we'll get back to you later. Yeah, round of applause. Who's graduating this year?
I am.
You are? Good for you. 8th graders, raise your hands. 8th graders, raise your hands, please. Thank you.
I'm halfway there.
So, it's a good thing to be moving on, but it's also kind of a sad thing. And next week you'll hear from some of our 8th graders about what that's like. Just a minute, okay? Thank you. Our 8th graders have been here. Carlson, where's Carlson?
Over here.
How long have you been here, Carlson?
This is my 10th year.
10th year. And some of us have been here longer. Some of our 8th graders have been here less than that. I think Carlson's the only lifer in this year's class. Claire's been here worked at the school for 13 years. It's a long time, right? So you can imagine when it's time to say goodbye after 13 years, that's kind of a good thing, but it's also kind of a tough thing too. So we are here to say goodbye to Claire, to thank her for everything she's done for us. We have here a framed piece of artwork that says, "To Claire Small from the Gardner School with love and appreciation, 2016. Flowers were made by students." Jane of Art framed it for us beautifully. Can you raise your hands if Claire was your teacher at some stage at Gardner? Look at that, look at that. Well, I'll raise my hand too because she taught me some stuff. But Claire, is there anything you'd like to say, sorry?
I'm just going to probably have to visit every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I completely understand that.
Okay.
So as you leave, make sure you leave with your teachers. Be careful crossing the parking lot. And please say thank you and goodbye to Claire in a calm, orderly fashion on your way out. First, we're going to give her a power clap. You ready? Claire, thank you very much for all you've done for us. 1, 2, 3. All right. And we'll give you a proper clap too. Okay, so stay with your teachers and say goodbye to Claire on the way out, please. Hi. I love the mountains. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. When all the lights are ready. Boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada. I love the mountains. I can't hear you. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. When all the lights are in. Boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada. You can just point at the things, I guess. Point at Tom. Oh, garden first. Here we go. I love the garden. I love the greenhouse too. I love the raised beds and all the things we grew. I want to thank you. And you, and you, and you. Boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada, boom diada. All right, last time. 2, 3, 4.
I love the garden. I love the greenhouse too. I love the raised beds and all the things we grew. I want to thank you. And you, and you, and you. Boom diada, 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 boom diada.
Yeah, I can hear them.
every laughing child, every laughing child.
It's a cold gray morning. We're still out and about. What do they got to eat out here? Oh, teacher's coming. Yeah.